Namaste.
Namaste, sir.
I want a very, very dynamic response from you. Namaste.
Namaste.
This very act of namaste, a beautiful, sacred, profound way of greeting people itself is embedded with values. I have gone through the different ways of greeting people. Finally, I found this namaste is such a profound thing. It is embedded with values. A namaste is just a formal greeting. It's not a formal greeting. When I say namaste, you and me are one. Even a fellow students, they greet each other. They greet their parents, their relatives. They need to understand that's what I do in this campus, in this place. When students from all over Bangalore come to this place, I teach them the basics. I teach them the common sense. Under the complexity of things, we tend to forget simple things. We tend to forget simple and common sense things. Because it's so nicely said, what is really missing is common sense. We are aware of the complexities. Once you access common sense, you can tackle the problem. So you and me are one, and we are connected to Paramatma. Atma and Atma together, connected with Paramatma. And then you form a beautiful triangle. In this triangle, there is what is called a success domain, all possibility domain. You flourish, I flourish, and access the higher energies for the betterment of the whole humanity. That is the kind of profound message we get when we greet each other. I don't know how many of you are in a mood to listen to me. I'm not going to take much of your time, maybe hardly 7 to 8 minutes. Please bear with me. I know you are a little sleepy because there's a beautiful heavenly place. No, I call this as a heaven on earth, Bhulokada Swarga. Last 12 years I have been coming, and I'm highly grateful to the founder, Madam Manise, and co-founder Ram Menon sir and Mr. Ravi Gerard. So beautifully they have brought up with lot of compassion and love. They have not just made it their own abode like any other resort. They have made it for the global citizens, for everybody. And this place is accessed by a lot of people from other countries, less accessed by the Bangaloreans. Even those who are staying nearby, I've been calling them, why don't you come to heaven? They are scared. No, we don't want to come so early. I said, why do you wait to go to heaven so late? Why don't you come to heaven now itself? So I always feel I am blessed. I discovered this by a mere coincidence. So that's why I always keep telling people, if you are designed, if you are lucky, you discover great people, great places, and great situations in life. And these places are hidden. Great people are hidden like petrol, diamond, gold. All these it is for you to explore. So we are so lucky we are congregating here today to discuss this wonderful topic of education for life. Let us go into basics. Okay? What is this education for life? It's not just for living. If it is only living, then you train your body and the brain, not even mind. You are training the body to be aggressive and to become smart to take over the other fellow. That is the kind of education for living that is happening. Your body becomes so aggressive. Your brain think of strategies of outsmarting people. That because of the consequences, the MBS. MBS, they teach you, close the deal, create more need, create a more need. This is the product of strategies of the brain. But here in this forum, we are not just limiting, because as Justice Santosh Hegde so rightly put it, Trupti and Manavatva, humanness, contentment, if at all we need to have, then we need to have what is called education for life. What is for education for life? Not only you make a person get ready to face life, to make a living, he has to take care of his family. Well, all that is to be done, no doubt about it. Plus, without the inputs of ethics and values, whole education goes to dots. A lot of engineers and doctors, they are getting into depression. They are killing each other. They are so corrupt. As somebody said, no, you go vertically, come horizontally out. How you come out horizontally? You are put into ICU, then you go into mortuary, and you need to clear the bill, then only the horizontal body will come. And especially beware, those who are above 70, beware. When you go into the hospital, read a hidden slogan there. It's a dangerous place. So you need to be careful. So that is the reason this is a very complex issue we cannot tackle so easily. We need to tackle at the school level. That's why rightly Mediateck and the magazine is aiming for middle school and high school. That's the kind of start we need to do it. So when we talk about the education for life, it should include, apart from arts, science, mathematics, whatever it is, ethics and values. If you don't have ethics and values, we are like any other being. We are not human beings, I am telling you. Human beings, God celebrated when He created human beings. We are Aham Brahmasmi, we say, the God is within you. Noor-e Khuda, we say, the God is within you. If at all we have to play a role of divinity, because He has given us an eco-friendly body, wonderful creative mind and a free will, we need to have ethics and values. Now what is ethics? Ethics in simple terms, it's called sense of good and bad. That's it, sense of good. We need to teach every child, before you do anything, think of whether it's a good or bad. Katte kudare gnana irbeku. What kind of a good? Not a passive goodness, active, dynamic goodness. Well, we are all good. Sometimes it's said, good people are gutless fellows. We simply observe, we are observers, we only make a comment, but we don't raise a voice. We don't oppose, we don't do corrective measures. We don't want that kind of ethics of where you are aware of goodness, but you are a passive. You need to have active goodness. Because bad is becoming so aggressive. Nowadays the slogans are, bad is new good. Ye dil mange more what? Pepsi and Coca-Cola and pizzas. And why do you buy when you can steal? One of the promoters of their newspapers, sometime about 15 years back, they put up a big hoarding at important places. Why do you buy when you can steal? They were giving away the paper for 50 paise, sometimes free. This is the kind of message in order to promote business. This is the kind of negative things that are coming out. So the very first step as a foundation towards values is knowledge of ethics. Goodness, not a passive goodness, but active goodness. To face this aggressive society which is becoming dangerous. Already it is dangerous. Beware of this. Let us talk in whispers. It is dangerous. From danger, what is happening? We are graduating to very, very dangerous society. It is already dangerous. This campus is meant for human transformation. It's an international center where we have to transform and become so good people so that we lead a life of righteousness, honesty, integrity, and show path to others. And we need to truly understand this beautiful thing. Asatoma sabgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, murtyorma amritangamaya. Now these are not just meant for reciting often, but we need to follow. So the very first thing is, can we inculcate this ethics in youngsters? Sense of good, active goodness. When something is going wrong, you need to really talk about it and do corrections. Now the second thing is about the values. We need to tell students, values is not just meant for preaching and telling people. It is like ornaments. It is a beautiful profile on your body. If you are honest, if you are truthful, if you are kind, compassionate, definitely it becomes like a beautiful profile. And people who are really having these values, everybody likes them. This is the value, this is an asset you have on your personality. This is like wearing beautiful ornaments. I'm not talking about the visible ornaments. These are the beautiful God-given ornaments which are invisible. So these are the things we need to create it to the minds of the people, where we need to have value system. In such a way, the NCERT and also CBSE, they talk about 12 values: integrity, honesty, simplicity, respect, responsibility, tolerance, love. Madam Maniza used to say very often, love. What is love? That is her language. What is her language? Language or love. When she interacts with people, what really gets interacted? Not the material things. Material things should happen, but there is a love transaction. Please try this technique. Ask your children to do this. When I go and buy a sabji with a vendor, I have a love transaction. मेरे से रिश्ता जोड़ देता हूँ. I try to develop love with them, and they really love you to serve, and that is the kind of human approach we need to have. Love, compassion. You need to understand the troubles, the dangers that are happening, and trying to do something. Then secularism, non-violence, patriotism, unity, and oneness. And these are the values we need to promote, not by preaching, because people are deaf nowadays. Youngsters are so deaf, psychologically deaf, they don't listen. The moral science classes are SUPWs. What is SUPW? Not some useful productive work, no, some useful period wasted. If there is a moral class, the teacher say you go and play. If there is a moral class, math teacher is lagging behind, give him a class. Or if there is a moral class, because the students do a lot of galata outside, they made to sit in the library. And really we don't know how to use them. Sometimes our talk is not at all truthful. We are hypocrites. We talk about something, that's why they don't listen to us. So we need to develop what is called a system of learning. Instead of preaching, can we make students learn these values? There are so many activities which Mediateck and through this magazine they have thought of. The very first activity is interactive mode. We want to visit your schools and interact with students both at the middle and high school level. We want to invite them to this beautiful heavenly place and interact with them with the two different stories, interactive mode, not simply lecturing and preaching. In a given situation, how do you use your ethical sense and value? How do you operate out of value? We are going to talk about these things, interactive mode. Second mode is by visuals. Lot of audio visual things are available with Balakrishna ji. He is Mediateck, he has been working with this project since a long time. So that will be very interesting. And the third thing is through this magazine. Through the magazine, see, when we talk about ethics and values, you cannot do it at one shot. One shot, okay, you give an injection, but you need to be given drips over a period of time. Drips. So the ethics and values should be injected and also to be given as drips over a period of time. Then only slowly we can expect some kind of a transformation. It's a Herculean task, I understand. With all that. Huh? Yeah, that's the one. So, and also at a very act of ours, both the parents and teachers, we need to act in such a way that we should have that sense of ethics and values in all our operations. We need to understand that we are human beings. We have divinity within us, and we are exceptionally special beings. If at all we want to play this role, we need to operate in our day-to-day life with this ethical and value system. And that's what we need to do in our schools and colleges. And then, well, I have been introduced as a laughter yoga teacher. I know quite a number of you are a little sleepy. The one thing we need to inculcate among students is to become energetic positively, not aggressively. And Bhattiyasa was talking about the food. I tell you, food has got to do with, on your mind, on your psyche, the kind of sattvic food. Can we get over this kind of a Western food and try to have the Indian sattvic food that has got tremendous impact on the chemistry of your body? I have seen a Tamilian always, sir, we Tamilians are so hot-tempered, we always fight, we talk loudly, we are aggressive, we break people, we break things. Why? Because it is there in your chemistry. You kind of food you eat so much of chilies, you eat hard food, that's why you become so hot all the time. I'm just giving an example, I'm not trying to demean them. I told them it is not only psychology need to be corrected, but also physiology. The kind of food we take has got to do with our psyche. So some of these things we need to tell them so that they can practically start implementing this at their residences. How to go about selecting the right food. What kind of ethical values they need to keep on learning from time to time. If that is done, then definitely we are attempting this great transformation. I know, let us not lose hope. I already told you from danger to very, very danger, we are evolving, but still at the end of the tunnel, there is a light. There is a hope. Let us operate out of hope. And now, with a bright smile, we need to accept this challenge, and we are really grateful to all of you though it's very hard, you have been so patient enough to sit and listen to all these deliberations. We are highly grateful. And before we go for lunch, and of course, Ram Menon sir is going to bless us with his beautiful sayings, and also we have vote of thanks. And before that, I need to tell you the one thing you need to do every morning and evening. When you become positive, when you become active, when you become actively good person, active goodness, you begin to bring about lot of changes. You can bring about transformation. Make an attempt simple way. Can we transfer ourselves first thing? Can we transfer our family, our children? Then talk about it with others. And that is possible if you are always happy. Very rightly, this magazine has been given happy go. Wonderful. Happiness gets everything. In the medium of happiness, everything is possible. Even an enemy, when you talk to him happily, with a kind of love, definitely enemy becomes a great friend, I tell you. I have seen a lot of enemies indeed are great friends. This is the kind of thing we need to encourage among our children. Can we live with togetherness, with a feeling of love? All this is possible. So just for a couple of minutes, I would give you one exercise. If you are able to do it right now, it's okay. Otherwise, try to do it. What is that you need to do is, you need to bring both your palms together. Since I've been trained as a laughter yoga teacher, the one way we can accelerate, we can access this positive energy, not only from within, but also from outside, is bringing both your palms together, finger to finger, and slowly start clapping. Slowly start clapping. When you do that, through the acupressure point, you are activating. Not only activating, you are activating positive energy. So when you do this, then what you do is, you try to blend with your laughter. Okay? What you can do is, hey, hey, ha, ha, hey, hey, ha, ha, hey, hey, ha, ha, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, hey, hey, ha, ha, hey, hey, ha, ha, hey, hey, ha, ha, hey, hey, ha, ha. Then you wind up this process by celebrative mode. You say, very good, hey, you are giving thanks. Your body cells become active, I tell you. Your positivity, your energy comes out of your body. You thank yourself. When you see yourself in the mirror, thank yourself. What a wonderful body you have got. When you inculcate these habits in your own self to start with, then take it to your youngsters, ask them to do it. They really enjoy. They of course laugh without any meaning. They are very good in laughter, but why not we make it more yogic so that we connect to divinity through this laughter yoga. That is clapping happily and celebrating. Very good, very good. That is Visarjana. You are throwing out all negativity and trying to thank the divinity, thank yourself, thank everybody around you. Let this wisdom prevail upon us. May God bless us. I wish you all the best. Let us pursue this process of bringing about education for living, not living, life, which is a very comprehensive. With our curriculum, we need to put this ethics and values in day to day. How we are going to teach our Ganesh Bhatt ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, it's the teacher who plays the key role. As a teacher, you are the boss, you are the divinity, Guru Devo Bhava. Let us not carry these labels just like that. We have to live up to that role. So I wish you all the best. May God, may divinity, this beautiful place should bless us so that we carry on this mission forward. Thank you very much.